I've been choosing cabins for many cruises, and as you can hear, this is one of the worst cabins I've ever chosen. There's a few rules when choosing cabins. Don't have the nightclub above you, don't have the restaurant below you. But there's also rules that I, on this cruise, completely ignored, and I chose this cabin. One of the things is, this side of the cabin, we have, and you'll see it on the deck plan, the staircase for all the crew. And MSC disembark nearly every cruise port. So that means every night we get suitcases being lifted up and down the stairs and off the corridor. To that side, we have the corridor. Now normally in an inside cabin, you'd go to the door off the corridor and you would go all the way to the rear, and that is where your bed is. On this cabin, that corridor goes from over there all the way along. Let me show you where the corridor goes along. So that means we have people all the way through the night heading to bed, all the way along that side. We have crew sorting out the suitcases all the way along that side. Now you might say, was this a cabin that we were given? No, it was a cabin I chose. I looked on the deck plan, thought it looked like a big cabin, and I chose this cabin. This was my mistake. So if you're booking a cabin, an inside cabin, whatever the cabin is, if you don't know what that side is, then don't choose it, because it could easily be a crew stairs and they're making noise all night. If you see a cabin that has a corridor the whole length of it, don't choose that as well. I made two massive mistakes on our interior cabin. Make sure you don't make it as well. Tonight is the night before we arrive into Southampton, so it's a massive disembarkation day. Let's show you, and you can hear how noisy it is. Let's go. Quick mention at this point to our cabin steward, you'll see him shortly, lugging cases along the corridor. Did this in most ports into the evening. He was up in the morning cleaning our room and also in the evening. Hard worker, did a great job. So a lot of respect from the 4Bs to all the cabin stewards and all the crew on board. As we start our interior cabin tour, just a quick mention, if you enjoyed what you see, then please do consider subscribing to our channel. Plenty of cruise content on the way. Give us a like, it really helps our channel out. And from all 4Bs, it's a thank you. So the interior cabin, as interior cabins go, it was pretty good. There was a lot of space. Obviously the problem was the noise, but as far as interior cabins go, it was okay. The desk area had the fridge, reasonable sized TV, plenty of sockets, little stool, we had a seat as well, little fridge, which doesn't always be on MSC because it's always full of minibar, drinks and food, which you have to pay for, so I prefer it to be empty, but I think if you spoke to your cabin steward, he would empty it out for you. Just a little note on interior cabins. They are there if you want to save money, if you want to use it as just a place to sleep. Please remember, if you are a family of 4, then it can get a bit cramped. At times, me and Mocha did get a bit touchy with each other because, well, that sounded a bit dodgy. I meant in a mood kind of sense. Because you are very enclosed. Please do remember that. It's great if you want to save money. It's great if you're spending most of your time off the ship or around the ship and you just want to use it for a place to sleep. But if you do have a little bit extra money, if you do like the light and the fresh air, then I would definitely consider spending a little bit extra for a balcony. But as I said, this one was a pretty good interior. The bathroom was pretty roomy. Due to the noise, I'll give this one a 5 out of 10. But if it was in a different position on the ship, as far as standard interiors go, I would give it an 8 out of 10. So for the first 5 days, we did have a friend of ours and her daughter. Becky and Cecilia, who joined us up until Hamburg, and they had this balcony cabin, and I must say they were very impressed with it, and I was. Temperature control for the room. Let's head into the bathroom. Pretty good size bathroom. Standard stuff, toilet, sink. Plenty of room. And the main thing is that there was no shower curtain. Hallelujah. That is one massive mirror. Plugs, don't forget those adapters. Room on the desk if you want to do a bit of writing or want to do a bit of makeup. Stool, fridge, this is pretty much the same size as the interior one. And once again, that warning, remember you do have to pay for any of the drinks if you drink them. Or if you are on the package and you're thirsty, you can just replace them, but make sure they are replaced before the night you disembark. Hanging space and also a standard safe. Probably couldn't get a computer in here, but if you've got some jewellery or maybe a phone you want to keep in here. And there's some more drawer space as well. This was a restricted view cabin, partial restricted view, so you did get a view of the lifeboats, but standard balcony space, nice place to sit and look out. As far as standard partial view balcony rooms go, I think this is one of the best ones. I give it a 9 out of 10. What do you think? Pop your comments below. Have you stayed in a balcony cabin on Preziosa? Have you stayed in a noisy cabin or an interior cabin? Consider subscribing to the channel, it really helps us out, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Next week we do a full MSC Preziosa ship tour, and give a click on the screen if you would like to know 10 things to do in Barcelona. From us all, we'll see you soon on Cruising with the 4Bs.